Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Stats show Harry Maguire has fared better than Arsenal star William Saliba in defensive actions. Manchester United defender Harry Maguire had a difficult start to the campaign as he found himself as a regular on the bench under manager Erik ten Hag. His fortunes have, however, changed over the past few weeks, and he is currently an undisputed starter in the right centre-back role ahead of Raphael Varane. His consistent place in the starting lineup has coincided with the upturn in his league form. Stats derived from SofaScore show that he has fared better than Arsenal star William Saliba when it comes to successful duels and defensive actions in the box. This season, Saliba has won 3.3 duels per game with a success rate of 56%. In comparison, Maguire has won 4.4 duels per outing with a 65% success rate. Meanwhile, the 20 million euros rated star has also excelled in clearing his lines in the box. He has averaged twice the number of clearances, 3.8, as Saliba 1.9 this term. When it comes to ball carries, Maguire has also fared better with 4.92 progressive passes per 90 minutes compared to Saliba's 4.31 according to FPRF. Saliba has had much efficient with his overall passing than Maguire, but the England international has been better than the Gunners star in several other key aspects. Maguire is currently enjoying the best phase of his career under Ten Hag, and he will be aiming to continue the good form during the forthcoming games. The Red Devils have a tricky Champions League group stage clash at Galatasaray on Wednesday night, which is a must-win to keep their round of 16 qualification hopes alive. Shortly after, they will be in a Premier League action at Newcastle United. The Magpies won't be an easy opposition. They have won their last 5 league games at home with 4 clean sheets. Sofyan Amrabat's future at United no longer obvious with Kobbie Mainoo's emergence. Manchester United midfielder Sofyan Amrabat could leave the club next summer following the emergence of Kobbie Mainoo, according to Calciomercato. The Moroccan was the subject of immense speculation last summer. A number of clubs were linked with his services, but United eventually signed him on loan after a long and exhausting saga. The Red Devils paid 10 million euros for the temporary deal. They have the option to buy him for 25 million euros, but Calciomercato claim that is no longer obvious with Mainoo's breakthrough. Amrabat has been struggling beyond expectations, and there is the belief that Mainoo could keep his starting role for the next few games following his fantastic full league debut. There was plenty of hype when Amrabat arrived at United earlier this term, but he could return to Florence at the end of the campaign if he fails to turn around his fortunes. The 27-year-old was much fancied to compete with Casemiro for the number 6 role, but he is currently out of contention for a starting berth under manager Erik ten Hag. Casemiro's injury saw Scott McTominay get the nod in the 11, despite further injuries to Christian Eriksen and Mason Mount. Amrabat still finds himself on the United bench. Mainoo has fully recovered from any issue that disrupted his preseason. Amrabat now finds himself in a tough situation with Mainoo ahead of him in the pecking order. Things could only get worse for him as the season progresses, with Casemiro, Eriksen and Mount expected to be fit and available for United during the second half of the season. Amrabat still has time on his hands to make an impression, but the big question is whether he will get the opportunity to do so. Ten Hag tends to prefer a settled midfield partnership. Gareth Southgate to hold talks with Kobbie Mainoo as he is desperate to see him pledge his international future to England. England manager Gareth Southgate is desperate to hold talks with Manchester United wonderkid Kobbie Mainoo in a bid to see him pledge his international future to the Three Lions. The Daily Star report that Southgate wants to convince Mainoo not to switch his international allegiance to Ghana as he qualifies for the Black Stars through his parents. The 18-year-old excelled in his first appearance of the 23-24 season against Everton on Sunday. His performance had the United fans and pundits raving about him. Former Man United captain Gary Neville showered praise on the youngster while on commentary duties. Mainoo won all his tackles and achieved 83% passing accuracy. He also won 5 duels and made 3 ball recoveries. Statistics won't tell how cool and composed he was in the center of the park. He occasionally dropped between the center backs to allow fullbacks to venture forward. He showed how technically sound he is on the ball, alongside his fine ability to read the game. The most scary and exciting part is that he is just 18 years old. Southgate is blessed with many highly talented midfielders, such as Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, and Gallagher. However, there will always be some space for a player as talented as Mainoo. He could be a perfect partner for Rice at the base of the midfield, with Bellingham performing his magic at the number 10 spot. It's clear why Southgate would be desperate to secure Mainoo's long-term commitment. If Man United and the Three Lions carefully handle his development, he could become a future superstar. Marcus Rashford reveals he lost a cousin recently, dedicates goal against Everton to him. Footballers' personal lives are always in the spotlight, and many players have repeatedly spoken against it. However, people truly don't know sometimes what a player is going through, and a similar scenario has come to light recently. Marcus Rashford posted on X to reveal that a cousin of his recently passed away. The United attacker dedicated his goal against Everton to the deceased in a heartfelt gesture. It would undoubtedly come as a shock to many, as there was no indication from anywhere that Rashford's family was going through such a hard time. That is after Rashford's personal life has been under heavy scrutiny recently. He was reported to have gotten back with his ex-fiancée, Lucia Lois, booking a full hotel for themselves. Before that, his brother Dane Rashford was reported to be arrested in the USA on domestic violence charges in a tumultuous period for Rashford. The combination of these things would undoubtedly be playing on his mind, as he has been nowhere near the world-class standards fans saw from his last season. After nearly touching the 40-goal mark last year, Rashford's goal against Everton was his first in this league season after 12 games. That goal had another under-par performance from the misfiring attacker who benefited from Bruno Fernandes doing the leader's deed to hand him the penalty. Manager Erik Ten Hag has kept starting Rashford, sometimes due to lack of other options, but other times because everyone has seen what his ceiling is in his performances last year. Fans will hope he can overcome this tough time in his personal life to emerge as a stronger person and professional. Fabrizio Romano reveals Alejandro Garnacho's hard work behind the scenes that led to Man United screamer. Fabrizio Romano has heaped praise onto Alejandro Garnacho after the Manchester United youngster scored an absolute screamer for the club in their 3-0 win over Everton. The 19-year-old winger enjoyed a memorable moment for Man United as he opened the scoring in some style at Goodison Park, producing a stunning bicycle kick that will surely be remembered as being up there with the classics by Rooney, Ronaldo and Bale. Speaking exclusively to Count Offside for his daily briefing column, Romano said it was one of the best bicycle kick goals he'd ever seen, but added that he wasn't surprised to see Garnacho pull it off as he's been putting in hard work behind the scenes to improve every aspect of his game. Garnacho is clearly an exciting talent, and although he has not always been the most consistent performer, he is still young and looks to be improving all the time, with this goal bound to give him a great deal of confidence. Romano was certainly impressed, saying, "It's one of the best bicycle kicks I have seen in my life. It's a fantastic goal, and I'm not surprised because I'm told Garnacho is working hard to improve on every aspect of the game, so credit to him." It's absolutely at the level of famous bicycle kick goals by Ronaldo, Rooney, and Gareth Bale, a wonderful strike that I think will be remembered for a long time. Mason Greenwood's future at Manchester United in Lambo following Getafe loan. Manchester United's Mason Greenwood has been on a journey of career rehabilitation at Getafe following a series of legal challenges and internal backlash at his home club. The young forward faced charges of attempted rape, assault, and controlling and coercive behavior, which he denied. However, the Crown Prosecution Service dropped these charges due to the withdrawal of key witnesses. Despite the charges being discontinued, United conducted an internal investigation regarding Greenwood, originally planning to reintegrate him into their first team squad. The club faced criticism and internal backlash, leading to their decision to loan him to Getafe. This move marked a significant turn in the striker's career as he had not played for United since a match against West Ham in January of the previous year. At Getafe, a mid-table La Liga team, Greenwood has been working hard to regain his form. Under the guidance of head coach Jose Bordalas, he underwent a mini pre-season to reach maximum fitness, though he initially played as a substitute. Greenwood has started contributed more significantly, scoring 4 goals and providing 3 assists in 720 minutes across league and cup matches. Despite his on-field progress, his presence at Getafe has not been without controversy. Some fans of rival teams have expressed their displeasure, yet Greenwood has been gradually integrating into the team and Spanish culture, even taking Spanish lessons. Getafe and its fans have shown support for him, with many fans supporting his jersey and celebrating his contributions. The club is considering discussing Greenwood's future with Man United in April, indicating a potential interest in extending his stay in Spain. United continues to monitor his progress, providing support when necessary. However, with Ineos potentially becoming part owners of United, Greenwood's future remains uncertain. The club's previous decision to move Greenwood away from Old Trafford suggests a permanent transfer might be more likely than a return to United. Man United Lowney has his say on his future at Old Trafford after impressing this season. Manchester United Lowney Wilfish has had his say on his future at his current club Hibernian after his move on loan in the summer. The 20-year-old England under-19 international joined Hibs on loan for the season after the Scottish side managed to broker a deal with Man United on the back of the centre-half's successful spell at the club last season. Welfish has been a first-team player consistently throughout the season for the Scottish side, and this is despite a change in management. Lee Johnson was impressed by Fish originally and brought him back, but it seems that Hibs' current manager, Nick Montgomery, has also been impressed with the 20-year-old. Fish has made 14 starts for Hibernian in the Scottish Premiership this season. Speaking to the Scotsman, the United Academy graduate who featured for the Red Devils during last summer's pre-season tour, has opened up about his future. When asked if United have the option to recall him, Fish said, "I think they do, but to be honest with you, those discussions haven't been had yet. It's not something that I am actively looking to do. I'm enjoying this style of football, and I feel like the team is going in the right direction. If I stay here, that's something that I would love to do. The Scottish side currently only have three fit centre backs in their team, so it looks unlikely that Hibs would be willing to cut Fish's loan at the club short. As mentioned, the Englishman was selected by Erik ten Hag to feature in his side's preseason tour, and the defender got a run out in a couple of matches and looked steady. It's unclear whether the Scottish side have the option to purchase the English defender, but it does seem likely that they will do all they can to hold on to the 20-year-old. Man United interested in Leipzig striker Timo Werner. Manchester United have been linked with a shock move for Germany international striker Timo Werner, who is unsettled at RB Leipzig. Sky reporter Florian Plattenberg reports that the Red Devils are interested in the former Chelsea striker and have made initial inquiries regarding his availability. Werner is unhappy about his situation at the Red Bull Arena, having struggled to nail down regular playing time since returning to Leipzig in the summer of 2022. The abundance of talent Leipzig boast, especially in the forward areas, has forced their all-time top scorer to settle for a place on the bench. The 27-year-old and his representatives are in search of greener pastures, opening the door to a potential departure in January. However, even though Werner is getting itchy from warming the bench, a summer move has been touted as the more plausible option, with the player not exactly keen on a mid-season exit. Werner has featured in 13 games across all competitions for Leipzig this season, returning just 2 goals and an assist, although the bulk of his first team minutes have seen him utilized as an impact substitute. Erik ten Hag's side are in desperate need of attacking reinforcement, considering their current form line has struggled to deliver the goods consistently. Marcus Rashford is yet to rediscover his imperious goal-scoring form, although he smashed home a penalty in the 3-0 win over Everton, while Rasmus Højlund is yet to open his Premier League account. Anthony Martial has repeatedly proven that he isn't a reliable centre forward, while Anthony continues to crumble under the weight of his mind-boggling price tag. Despite their attacking dilemma, Werner has done nothing to prove he is the answer to Man United's goal-scoring problems. If his forgettable spell at Chelsea isn't enough proof that his prolific days may already be behind him, his struggles at a club where he is considered a legend should be enough to deter Man United. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.